about the strategic approach and then the tactical approach. So the strategic approach, we think about it as the inside out versus the outside in view. The inside out says, these are how our products and services work. Clients are going to figure it out. And that's typically how big companies define client centricity. The way that I've architected organizations is outside in, meaning you start with what is the intended experience you want for your customer, whether they have 9 products or 1 product, and then you architect your services and products back. So you begin then to actually understand what your client is experiencing. That's the heart of client centricity. And for example, if you're a massive organization that has 30 products, inside out view would say maybe we have 30 different phone numbers that you call for life insurance, for high net worth, for basic payments. The outside in would say, your customer doesn't want to call 9 different phone numbers. How do you create a unified experience? A tool that achieves this is called client journey mapping. And it's a pretty broad tool that essentially says, I as the client, what are the things that I interact with when I have to do business with this massive institution? And this works for small or large companies. How do I feel when I interact with those things? And what were my expectations? And within that map at the exact same time, the customer is considered on stage, but you map backstage what's actually happening in your organization. Why does that customer, when they're onboarded, fill out a 12-page Excel document for all of their PII, and then 3 months later, when they're done with implementation, they do it again? The journey mapping session, it's massive sets of stakeholders that have probably never met before. So in your room, you have IT, QA, human resources, legal, marketing, sales, product, client experience. And what becomes fascinating is in the one-day journey of mapping it, it removes the silos that would say, that's IT's fault, that's not my fault, because IT is in the room. It doesn't become IT or product. It sounds a little kumbaya, but the reality is when you are in a room with a bunch of people thinking actually about the client journey, you start to see that it is not one department's job to influence the outcome, but rather the client. The persona then becomes what galvanizes the group, and you actually get stuff done because it is a group influence to better the people, process, and technologies for that persona instead of a singular department like client experience trying to pull levers and ask for favors. And the math in the client journey map shows how many friction points a customer experiences in your silos and why you have a high potential to lose market share or wallet share. The stakeholders in the room are typically 70% practitioners, 30% leadership. 70% practitioners are the ones who know why the people, process, and technology are required for a particular journey. The 30% of leadership is also hearing that because your executive buy-in in the room that day are your influencers that take the total number of pain points that you identify, and those pain points have 2 decisions. They become either projects that your company executes on, or they become quick wins that a tiger team solves.